Hello everyone, today we're looking at one of these. This is an executive leather case. It's got a phone inside, and the phone is a Motorola MicroTAC DPC 950. Now most of y'all probably don't know what that is. If you do, you're probably an avid cell phone collector like me. It's basically one of these. Now you might be forgiven for thinking this looks very similar to a 9800X, and you're correct. The 9800X, which I did a video about two of mine in the collection recently, it is all black. Is all black with the red 8-digit dot matrix LED display. They do some obviously with the LCD displays, which I also have. I'll do a video about them in the future. But this is a DPC 950. This one came out in 1990. The 9800Xs originally came out in 89. So this is a little bit more refined than the 9800X. They did do black versions of the DPC 950. I did actually find one. I do have one in my collection, and it's this one here. Now, this looks identical to a 9800X. You put a 9800X next to this, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. There's some very subtle differences, but to the untrained eye, this looks like a 9800X. It's not. It's a DPC 950. And I'll do a video about this in the next week or so, because there's a lot to talk about this. But this is also a 950. They are the same phones. It's just that this is the VIP edition as I like to call it. Which is obviously always all black with the red display. This is the regular version. This is basically the original DPC 950. I got two of these actually, different branding. This one's got a good battery on, so I'll put a good battery on this one as well, and we'll fire them up. These phones are identical, it's just the branding that's different. They both have orange dot matrix LED displays, and what's important to note is that these phones only have a 7-digit LED dot matrix display. Basically the 9800X is the only phone out there that's got an 8-digit LED dot matrix display. Everything else, apart from obviously the digital Elite and the Elite, which has a 2-line display, everything else that's single-lined will have a 7-digit LED dot matrix display. There are obviously phones which have a segment LED display. That's another story. But and that's how you can tell them apart. But these are F09 HGDs, not F09 UTDs. When I say that, I mean the model number. There's usually a sticker on the back here, which you can normally check the model number. I have seen F09 not HGDs, but they're quite rare. They're generally for the Italian markets, or the Storno variants, or the NMT versions, basically. This particular one, the DPC 950, as far as I know, was only ever available for the AMPS cellular system. Certainly, I've never ever seen a DPC 950 for either JTAC, which is Japanese tax, or NMT, or even ETAX actually. And I got probably, I don't know, must have 40, possibly 50 of these phones with a long barrel, the original MicroTACs, not the new ones that have the shorter antenna and they've got buttons here. This keypad is sort of like a rubbery sort of, it's a single sheet of rubber. There's no individual buttons. So this sort of shape is the older shape MicroTAC. I got probably, I don't know, I'd hazard a guess, but 40, 45, possibly even 50 of these. And that includes obviously the 9800Xs, the 950s, and a whole bunch of these bone colored ones, which some are white with the black keypad, some are white with the white keypad. I got a couple that are dark gray with the white keypad like this. There's a whole range of permutations of these ones. But today we're looking at the 950, which is what this is. This is a lot more refined than the 9800X in terms of menu. This phone later, basically, when they refined the look of these, this but later basically became the Alpha. So in essence, these are kind of like really early Alpha phones, because the menu on these is exactly identical to the Alpha. I would say this is an Alpha, but it's not, because Alphas don't have the elongated antennas, and they don't look like this basically. The model number is different as well. So, but the menu on this is identical. Before doing this video, I checked, and it's identical, you know, exactly the same. So, but these are the very early ones. I think around about 1991, 1992, they changed the look of these, and they discontinued this model, the 950, and then introduced the Alpha, because the Alphas came out in 91, late 91, I think, early 92. So that kind of ties in with this model. So these are pretty rare. I must have, I don't know, 3 or 4 of these maybe in this sort of color. They are pretty rare. It's taken me a while to build up a collection of a whole bunch of these, you know, with the old school MicroTAC. But I actually do know there's one on eBay right this second, because I checked about half an hour ago. It's been on eBay for a while. It's been on eBay for about 6 months, partly because the seller wants a lot of money for it. But these are very rare. These are you know, these are quite rare because they're quite old. These date from about 91, 92. So if you're lucky to find one, get it, because certainly anything that's got a longer type antenna base like this, the barrel type antenna, is really old. It's the original MicroTACs basically. So so what else can I tell you about this? Like I said, the menu is a bit more refined. You'll recognize the menu on this with the Alpha on the other video that I did some time ago. This is all pretty much standard stuff. It's identical, you know, in terms of menu. I'm not going to go through this because I've gone through the menu on the Alpha video, but this is much more refined, and you can tell it's a lot more snappier. Some of the 9800Xs are really sluggish. When you press a key, the phone has to think about it before it displays, you know, the option on screen. This is a lot more. It's a lot quicker. So, and you got the phone book with this. Unfortunately, this one's empty. Okay, well, let's try the other phone then. Hopefully, there'll be something in here that. So that's the original number. Let's have a look how many minutes this did. 5,900. So around about 6,000 minutes. That's about 100 hours, basically. So phone book. You just press name menu. And it's just got one name in there. Oh no, it doesn't. It's got 2. So to display the number, I think it's recall. Yeah, so that's position 4, and that would be the number. Pretty straightforward, really. These phones, like I said, are a bit more advanced than your standard DPCs without the volume keys. And without the dot matrix display. Certainly the phones like this with the segment LED display, which don't have the volume keys, are just very basic phones. There is no alphanumeric phone book in them. They just have volume key down here. As a matter of fact, let me try and see if I got one here. I may not have dug one out. This is a bone version. It's the same thing, but it's just got volume and lock at the bottom. No volume keys there, and this has the segment LED display. So it's not very good at displaying letters. Good for numbers. It's what I call a calculator display, basically. So again, 7 digits only, and you didn't get much with this. You know, you got just a volume and a lock key. There is no menu on this because these are the loaners. Basically, if you had a problem with your cell phone, you'd go to Motorola Service Center, and they take your phone for repairs, and they'd loan you one of these. So This particular phone doesn't even have phone book. I know it's got the recall and store buttons, but it just won't store. I know how to store on these, and it just doesn't store. And there's no menu on these either. So these are real basic. There's obviously grey versions like this of this phone. I just don't have one here to show you. Actually, no, I think I do. Yeah, this is one. Same sort of phone as this, just in grey with the white keypad. They did do ones like this with the grey matching keypad. I do also have them, but I just haven't dug them out yet. So, but going back to this one here, it's pretty straightforward. These are nice phones. I probably would get service on this if I could, but these operate on amps, and as you all know, amp cell towers are shut off a long time ago. That's not really much else I can say. Obviously it's got the pull-out antenna. This is just plastic, I always say that. Volume keys on the side to obviously change the volume. If you wanted to change the ringer volume, you press function and then up or down, and that changed the volume of the ringer. There is only one ringer on these, unfortunately, so you can't change the ringer, as far as I know, that is. If you know different, let me know, because I got a manual for an alpha and it doesn't say you can change the ringtone on these. So if there's a way to plug a cable into one of these and obviously change the ringer, then I'd like to know about it. That's all I have to say about these particular ones. Like I said, these are rare. The VIP edition is the rarest of them all. Certainly this particular phone is probably the rarest MicroTAC I own. It's one of the few phones that I only have one of. I have only one of these, the VIP 950. I have one of the digital elites, which I also did a video about. It's a really nice phone, real slim, which operates on amps and CDMA, which has got the nice dual line display. I got one of them. Pretty much most of the other phones I have more than one of. But when it comes to MicroTACs, certainly these are pretty rare, so worth getting. In fact, if you see one of these, holler at me, because I want another one. But the non-VIP edition, I got a few of these. It's the VIP edition I'd be interested in getting one more of. Certainly the non-VIP edition, you can find one. Like I said, there's one on eBay. These were either sold as is now, as is with obviously just the phone and a regular charger, or you had the executive travel pack, which is what this is. A real nice leather case with a Motorola emblem, and you got the car charger, obviously. And this is the same as most MicroTACs, Ultra Saver. And then you got obviously the thing that plugs into the car. If I can get it out, I can't, but so basically, yeah, that plugs into your cigarette port on your car, and you got a nice little pocket for a couple of batteries. These are the originals, I think. Cadmium, nickel cadmium, yeah. So 16th 1994. So that shows you how old that battery is. And this is a nickel cadmium as well. So these will be the original ones, basically. Probably good for doorstops, not much else. I'm not a fan of nickel cadmiums because they just don't hold their charge. All of these batteries I use nowadays to show you the MicroTACs are lithium ion batteries. Hard to come by, but worth every penny if you can get one. They are expensive if you do find one, but they really do hold their charge. So in fact, all three here, even the slim, is a lithium ion. I do have a nickel cadmium on the original 9800X from '89, and strangely that still holds a charge, but that's one out of, I don't know, 250 MicroTAC batteries that I have. So but anyway, so that's a MicroTAC 950. Like I said, pretty rare, nice to have, but these are well worth getting if you're into collecting cell phones like I am. So check out the video for the 9000X that I did, I think last week or just over a week ago. And check out some of the other videos I have on here, and give me the thumbs up if you like the phone or the video. If you all got any questions, you know, I know that, you know, MicroTACs, there's, I don't know how many hundreds of different variants. Certainly, I've probably got about 200-300 MicroTACs, all different styles, different colors, different shapes, different displays. And I'm sure there's more out there. But there is many different variants of MicroTACs. So if you've got any questions about how to ID one, or any other questions, I'll try and help as best as I can. I'm not an expert, but I do have a large cell phone collection. So please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.